Fundamentals of Zoroastrianism, Part 27. History. Pre-Zoroastrian Iranian religion. The religion of Iran before the time of Zoroaster is not directly accessible, for there are no reliable sources more ancient than those composed by or attributed to the Prophet himself. It has to be studied indirectly on the basis of later documents and by a comparative approach. The language of Iran is closely akin to that of northern India, and hence the people of two lands probably had common ancestors who spoke of a common Indo-Aryan language. The religion of those peoples has been reconstructed by means of common elements contained in the sacred books of Iran and India, mainly the Avesta and Vedas. Both collections exhibit the same kind of polytheism, with many of the same gods, notably the Indian Mitra and Iranian Mitra, the cult of fire sacrifice by means of sacred liquor, Soma in India and Homa in Iran, and other parallels. There is moreover a list of Indo-Iranian gods in a treaty concluded about 1380 years BCE between Hittite emperor and the king of Mitanni. The list includes Mitra and Varuna, Indra and two Nasatyas. All of these gods also are found in the Vedas, but only the first one is Avesta. Except the Indra and Non-Hetya appear in Avesta as demons, Varuna may have survived under another name. Important changes then must have taken place on the Iranian side, not all of which can be attributed to the Prophet. The Indo-Iranian appear to have distinguished from among their gods in gods Deva, Indo-Iranian, and Old Persian equivalent to Avestan Deva, and Sanskrit Deva related to the Latin Deus, meaning heavenly, and the Asura, special class with occult powers. The situation was reflected in Vedic India. Later on, Asura came to signify in Sanskrit a kind of demon because of the baleful of aspect of the Asura's invisible power. In Iran, the evolution must have been different. The Ahuras were extolled to the exclusion of Devas, who were reduced to the rank of demons. The reformation of Zoroaster. Zoroaster was a priest of certain Ahura Avestan, equivalent to Sanskrit Asura, with the epithet Mazda, wise, who Zoroaster mentions once in his hymn with other Ahuras. Similarly, Dara 1, Darius 1, 522-486, and his successor worship Ahura Mazda, and other gods who exist, or Ahura Mazda, the greatest god. The two historically related facts are evidently parallel. On both sides, the rudiments of monotheism are present, though in a more elaborate form with the prophet Zoroaster. It has not yet been possible to place Zoroaster's hymn, the Gathas, in their historical context. Not a single place or a person mentioned in them is known from any other source. Vishtaspa, the prophet's protector, can only be the namesake of the father of Darius, Dara, the Achaemenid king. All that may safely be said is Zoroaster lived somewhere in eastern Iran, far from the civilized world of Western Asia, before Iran became unified under Cyrus II the Great.